Oh.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh my.
we're allowed to do this one.
I might have to put a light sensor on that.
That's okay.
Oh,
What's up,
man.
Jeffy boy?
All right, we got Jeff on trial.
Good luck, Bill.
Yeah. Have fun defending that.
We got Jeff on trial for sucking off James. So,
I got an easy defense. James is too old for my client.
so Johnny, I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
Oh,
What the f...
so we also. So Johnny, you just
What the f-
proposed some evidence.
Yeah, it was a suspicious noise underneath the bed. I think you can kind of put two and two together there. Now, Mr. It's 2 James.
I am a
What
doctor.
happened on that
I am a
fateful night?
doctorate. I have a doctorate. Please respect that.
Yeah, oh, Dr. It's 2 James. What happened on that fateful night? Would you like to tell the court?
Well, I'm Jeffy Eppy's doctor, and he came in
That's
one
all we
night.
need, Your Honor. You're good. Go ahead and get out. Go back out. That's all we need, Your Honor. See, good luck
Alright.
defending him. He is a worthless bastard. I don't know if I'm allowed to use that in court, Your Honor. Your OG-ness.
Hey,
Well,
But
you're gonna have to watch your mouth. Just keep it in check, please.
okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna
We don't
go
have that
ahead
kind
and
of
I'm gonna
here.
open it up. Oh, sorry, wrong button. You're going back to the
Oh,
witness
oh.
stand.
Your Honor, I would like to add one more thing. If
Oh,
I'm lying,
sorry. Let me swap
why
back.
is my pants not on fire? What do you think about that?
I might have to add the
Is
fact
it
that
gonna be
that is
good?
a
I'm
very
gonna go
good
ahead
point.
and- We're gonna go ahead and hand it over to Seabuck for cross-examination on the witness. So you can go ahead and cross-examine. It's 2 James. How you'd like, Mr. Seabuck?
Okay, on that one.
All right. So, Dr. James, what happened that night?
Well, I don't know exactly. All I know is my patient, Dr. Jeffy Eppy, he came in at about 2 a.m. one morning and said, "Hey, Doc, I got this weird wart. I need you to take a look at it." And it turned out to be just fine. It was just a wart on his arm. I'm assuming he touched like a frog or something. I don't really know.
He touched a lot of things, James. I don't think a frog was one of them.
Order. It's not your turn to speak.
Did he
big
mention
man.
anything about a
Hey.
James?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, what he mentioned?
Mentioned that he had found a new partner recently, and that he was still at home.
Did he say
Let's
anything
go.
about sucking the meat off of him?
Not to my recollection, sir. No.
I would like to ask a clarifying question. It's 2 James. Are you the James that Sir Jeffy sucked off, or are you just a witness to the events that happened? Was
I'm a
that
doctor.
another James?
I'm just Jeffy Eppy's doctor, sir.
So you are not the
No.
James that had the meat sucked off of them. Okay, thank you
No,
for the
I'm just a
clarification.
I found evidence.
Oh, here we
God.
go.
Here we go. What's this idiot got?
What the fuck is that?
Off on wheels broke into James's house. What the fuck?
Kyler, would you like to explain what that breaking news was as our media man?
Not really.
All right.
What do you mean, not really?
How do I?
Yeah.
Hey, this is a fucking courtroom. If you need me to turn.
So, Bill,
him
you
into a
open up
chicken or
that
feed him-
folder,
Oh,
and then
there
you
we
click.
go.
Yeah. So, Bill, you can keep on examinationing Dr. James.
Kyler, do some stupid shit like that again, and you're getting turned back into a chicken.
You don't have the authority. You don't have
Thank
the
you, Jaden, for
authority.
You want to say that again,
Jesus.
pussy? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. All right.
The elevator was stuck. He could not get to James's bed.
Sorry, Your Honor. I shouldn't be laughing. This is a serious matter.
It's all right. Just no more. All right, Seabuck, would you like to ask
like
or
you,
present
Doctor.
or ask any more questions to James, or am I good to go ahead and hand it over to your defense witness?
Yeah, you can give it back to the prosecution.
To the prosecutor, all right. Here you go. Johnny, it is now
All
your
right.
turn to be able.
It's really,
able
you
to
know, really
talk.
interesting you brought up the broken elevator, because Jeffy Eppi's associate Hillary Clinton had a disturbing email talking about
God.
had a disturbing email between Jeffy Epp and herself talking about
fuck.
not to James, just James in general. So yeah.
Can I?
Objection.
Yep. What is your
Her
objection?
emails were deleted.
That is not a valid objection.
Yeah.
Big Red, can you tell me what was included in that email so I know how it is relative to the case?
Do you want me to be as vulgar as possible, because he said some pretty crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
go ahead. If we need to, we'll beep it out.
So I f***ed that little dink as hard as I possibly fucking could until he came and shit all over my fucking cock, and then I bled cum out of my ass. That's what he said. I don't.
Holy
That's what he said to Hillary, not me. I don't.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not into that shit.
All right. Well, on that note,
So I don't blame him.
Dr. James, I think that's all we need from you today as the witness. So I'm going to go ahead and send you back. And then, Bill, we're going to go ahead and open you up to question your witness, who is movie producer James.
Are these
I did
two
this
separate
backwards.
Jameses?
These are two separate Jameses. There's
Listen,
Dr.
I think
James
one of
and
these
movie
motherfuckers
producer
is the one that got the
James.
meat sucked off him. I don't know. It's just-
Movie producer James, are you the
Uh-huh.
James that got your meat sucked off by my client?
Allegedly.
Well, as
That's
the
all we need, Your Honor.
witness, can you confirm or deny if it happened?
Yeah.
You're gonna hear
Have you
yourself,
seen
Your Honor.
it happen?
Dude.
It
this
did in
has
fact
happened
happen,
recently.
yes,
He
sir.
just
It's
queefed.
happened numerous occasions.
Yeah.
I've known Jeffy
Shattered
Eppy for
some
a
yogurt
number
or
of
something. What was
years.
that?
You've known him for a number of years.
You ever? I'm just gonna.
I'm going to go
I don't
ahead.
even know where to go from here. The witness is just
Yeah,
like,
I
yeah,
don't-
he did it.
Breaking news, folks!
Oh, no.
God.
Oh God. Can we?
It took me a while to draw
fuck is
because
that?
I'm a little, I can't
Why
really
does
draw
he
that
have?
fast.
Why'd you draw a penis?
Well, isn't that what this whole thing's about? It's about like his
Can we
penis?
get a new news source? This is some of the worst fucking.
Yeah,
news
this
I've
guy's
ever
Dude,
seen.
you don't like.
Bill, would you like to turn it
Kyler's-
over to
you
the
don't like shoe
prosecutor to
news?
cross-examine?
Who just threw that fucking paper airplane at me?
It was Johnny.
How
No,
did
he
you
has
get
more
into your
evidence at this
apartment to suck your meat off if the elevator was broken?
That is a good question. I mean, I keep a key, the old classic hidden key under like a fake rock. But to my knowledge, Jeffy Eppy's never known it was there. I never told him, at least. So I'm a little curious how our journalist here got that information. There's a gated fence around my house. How did you get that close?
You'd be surprised what the media can get their ways into these days, but it's okay.
I'd
So
like
Bill,
to have a clarification. The media says you have an apartment. Is it an apartment or a house?
It's a house.
Oh. Mm.
Are you calling me a liar?
I live. Yeah. Yeah, I did.
I don't lie.
Hey,
I'm a
gonna ask you
trustworthy.
to shut
I
up.
think
No
you're
one cares.
slandering
Bill, keep
Jeffy
talking.
Eppy.
Go
I'm a
ahead.
Jeffy Epp
trustworthy
paying you
news
for
source.
You're not gonna get your facts straight here, James or James Kyler.
Yeah.
You are breaking your contract with him by testifying in court.
Oh, you're fucked.
Why is he
Well-
fucked? He's just a
Well-
witness.
So I say we throw all of his everything
His
he said
entire
out. He broke a
testimony.
contract to talk.
That's a good point. Well, in that case, unfortunately, movie director James.
Yeah, let me get a shot.
Well, here I'll allow John. I'll allow Big Red to make one cross examination. So go ahead
You know,
if you
it's
have.
funny you bring up payments. So we have an old banknote here showing clearly that Jeffy Epp defaulted on payments for It's to James. So clearly his contract was void from the get-go because he never paid it. So we cannot redact anything he said because the contract was never paid in full. So James can say whatever he wants because he never got any money for it.
That is a good point. That is a great point.
Also, we found a dented water bottle. that Jeffy Epp used to knock James out when he, did the
Do you mean
deed.
like this?
Oh, good demonstration, Jaden. That was great timing.
Also, Kyler, you're way out of fucking line.
I'm drawing.
Bill ended it early because of that evidence he had. I'm going to let Bill cross the cross here.
Cross the cross. Wise words.
Breaking
Oh
news.
God.
Oh,
God
Jesus.
damn.
Can we prosecute this guy?
This shows that James
Unsigned.
did not sign the contract, so it's not valid.
Sick.
All right, Bill, go ahead.
But before we continue,
Your Honor,
I feel
the
like we
media's
need to-
been very unreliable in this
I
case.
feel like we need to bring this. We need to bring that back to
Order.
the evidence locker. Hey, can I make it? Your Honor, may I speak?
Yeah, yes.
We're gonna have to bring that contract back into the evidence locker to make sure that it's not a forged contract.
Yeah, let me go ahead. Hold on, give me just a second here.
Your Honor, this isn't relevant.
That contract could have very well been planted.
You're
So I
the
don't think you
media.
can
You
say
don't get to
anything.
Oh man.
I'm not sure you are allowed to say what is
Yeah, we've had
relevant and
enough.
is not.
Okay, order. The contract is being taken back to evidence. So, Seabuck, you will have some time here to ask James some more questions if you would like.
Can I respond to the media's quote unquote evidence?
Yes, sir. You
According to the media, it was an unsigned contract. I did sign on the contract. The prosecution rightly pointed out that it was a default payment. Therefore, the media is lying.
Yeah, respectfully to
Son of a
Kyle,
bitch out.
you can Jaden, can you do me a favor and turn him into a bird?
Eat some of these.
Hey, he's in
I
contempt of
I
court.
will
Get his
I will
ass.
handcuff him for the rest of the.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, no,
And if
you're
he gets
sucking
out of line, I
child.
need you to go ahead and turn him
Let me
into a
take-
bird for
I
me
need to
until.
take my
And
notes.
then
All right, quiet.
Shut the fuck up and let us talk.
Hey,
Yeah.
All right, Seabuck, it is now your time to counter.
Movie producer James.
Yep.
Was it in the contract anything about sucking the meat off of you?
I believe so, but I would have to have my lawyer double check the actual wording of the contract. I signed the contract about 25 years ago when Jeffy Epping and I first met.
And when
Did
did
that-
the alleged?
Can I get a confirmation on
meat
how long
sucking
the
off
terms
take
of these
place?
contracts were going through?
Um,
Hold on, I'm adding
Which
something to my
incident?
notes. Definitely on the list.
The one that we're in trial.
Sorry, Your Honor. Go ahead. No more.
Yeah, there's
Um,
not
so give me
black.
one second. Give me just a moment. I'm getting some word from evidence in the back. Give me a second here. Okay, it turns out that this contract was signed for 15 years. And James, how long ago did you say that you signed this contract? Let me see.
25.
Yeah, this was dated back in 2001.
How long ago
Weirdly-
was the meat sucking off that occurred that we're here for court today?
How long has Jeffy Epping been in jail?
3 weeks.
About 4 weeks
I
ago.
don't know.
hey,
Your Honor, that's relevant. Obviously,
Here, I'm gonna turn it over to Big Red.
listen, the attorney was asking, Seabuck was asking, how he had access to his house. Well, we found proof on Jeffy Epstein's, or Eppy's, body
yeah,
that,
who's Epstein?
that he had an access badge to his house, to his front gate. He said he lived in a gated community. He had an access badge to that gate. So, I don't know how it's any more clear, Your Honor. I don't.
I'm gonna turn it back over to Seabuck. You have anything to say about that on the defensive side?
What does it matter if he has access if the elevator's broken? He still can't get up.
Well, James,
He
can you
would've
tell me
had
how many
this space
how many
to the
floors did? Well, there's one crucial thing that we have not asked yet. James, I know that you have an elevator. Do you also have a staircase?
Yeah, that's a law. You can't have one without the other.
So maybe
Must have
he
forgot
took.
that one.
So, yeah. Okay.
Why do I?
Yeah, that's
There's
kinda-
still
Hold
one
on,
very
this is
important
something
question
not,
I've not got
uh,
answered
in-
I don't
yet.
like how he's
Did the
staring at
alleged
me.
meat sucking
Order.
take
I have,
place before or after the contract ended?
Both.
I
Your
ran out of
Honor,
dick
I'd
space.
like to
Hold on, guys.
submit. Nuh-uh.
All right, Johnny, you have anything to say to Bill's claim of nuh-uh?
Yeah, I ran out of disk space. Hold on, motherfucker. Hold on.
All right, Mr.
All right.
Big Red, how would you like to counter Bill's point of nuh-uh?
Can I sit down?
No.
Been up here for 2 hours.
Kyler, wake up.
Yarn, you can just obviously look at the evidence I brought, and you can just tell clearly that this man is one sick bastard, and he needs to be put in court or in jail for the rest of his life for the next 3 weeks.
I will say, based on you have provided 5 different forms of evidence, I'm going to turn it over to Bill. Oops.
We got, he still has it.
I'm back.
I'm going to turn it over
There's
to Bill
one more
really
piece of
quick.
evidence my client would like you to see.
Yes, sir.
This blurry photo of you at his private island that he says he will release the.
Okay. Well, I think that I've come to my verdict, and we are going to end this trial. Oh God, dude! Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Make that the thumbnail. Jeffy is innocent. Go ahead and make that the thumbnail.